All right, so this section, I was asked to continue to make videos so that you guys can go back and watch these. So I'm going to do that since it helps. In this section, we're dividing polynomials. So it's a short section. Okay, it's only one page. But it is incredibly important. So we're going to take you way back to like unit 1, adding and subtracting fractions. So when we add or subtract fractions, you have to have a common denominator. And remember, we keep the denominator, and then we add or subtract the numerators. So since the denominators are the same here, we keep the denominator and add the numerators. Okay, now we finish this out and we get 7 over 3. All right, so if we think about, before we even do division, if we think about being able to what's called decompose a fraction, so go backwards, all right, so if a plus b, if I have a plus b over c, then I also have a over c plus b over c. All right, so this is the same fraction that I have here. And I got that by taking 5/3 and adding 2/3. So 5 plus 2 over 3 is equal to 5 over 3 plus 2 over 3. Being able to decompose a fraction like that is the key skill in dividing polynomials. So what I mean by that, all right, I'm going to decompose this fraction. So I have 8y to the 6th over 8y squared minus 8y to the 4th over 8y squared plus 24y squared over 8y squared. Decompose the fraction. That one over, that one, and that one. And now I can use our laws of exponents to simplify. So 8 goes into itself once. 2 is the smaller exponent. So I'm going to take it away from the 6. And that leaves me with basically 1 y to the 4th over 1. But I don't need the over 1, I don't need the fraction bar, and I don't need the 1. Minus. So now we're on this one. 8 goes into itself once. 2 is the smaller exponent, so we subtract. And that leaves me with basically y squared. It's really 1 y squared over 1. But I don't need the over 1, I don't need the fraction bar, and I don't need the 1. Plus, back here, 8 goes into 24 3 times. Y squared. So I'm going to get y to the 0, which is 1. And so I'm left with just, give me the purple, thank you, 3. That's division. All right, first things first, on example 2, we're going to decompose the fraction. Loud. Sorry, I'm watching a movie. 15x squared over 5x plus 20x over 5x. So decompose your fraction. Simplify each fraction. 5 goes into 25 5 times. That's an x to the 1. 1 is smaller than 4. So I end up with 5x cubed. Again, that's really 1 times 5x cubed over 1. I don't need the over 1, fraction bar, or the times 1. Now we're here. Minus 5 goes into 15 3 times. This is x to the 1. 1 is smaller than 2. That leaves me with 3x. Again, this is over 1. I don't need the over 1. Five goes into 20 4 times. These are both x to the 1. So I ended up with x to the 0, which is 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Decompose your fraction. I hate it when my iPad moves. It's minus and then simplify each fraction. 9 goes into 81, 9 times. Subtract your exponents here. 3 is smaller than 7. So that gives me 9x to the 4th. 9 goes into 36 4 times. 3 is smaller than 5. So that's 4x squared. Then 9 goes into 63 7 times. Then we get x to the 0, which is 1. So this is minus 7. All right. I don't want you to get all lost in the notation of this one. It says this whole mess right here is divided by 6x cubed. So if I think about it instead of all that mess over 6x cubed like that, I don't even need to think about that part. We can decompose the fraction. And then simplify each piece. 6 goes into 48, 8 times. 3 is the smaller exponent, so we take it away from the 7. So 8 x to the 4th. 6 goes into 12 twice. Cube is smaller than 5. So 2x squared plus 6 goes into 54 9 times. 3 is smaller than 4, so we take it away. So that gives me 9x. 6 goes into 36 6 times. I get x to the 0, which is 1. So this is plus 6.